Hannah Howard versus Robert Durbin, file number 176116 DMs, show cause hearing regarding both parties. Both please raise your right hand.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Your Honor, the Supreme Court received a complaint on December 21st, 2023, from Ms. Howard regarding a complaint of violation of the negative communication provisions by Mr. Durbin. Close messages as well as screenshots were attached to the show cause motion. After reviewing those messages as well as the order from most recent order from June 27th, 2022, the show cause was scheduled against Mr. Durbin for violating the negative or degrading comments provision of the communication order. But further looking at the close messages, Your Honor, and looking at that order a little bit more in detail, there is a provision in that same order that states the parties utilize close for purposes of non-emergency communication, which they were, but it also states that said communication shall be limited to parenting time exchanges only until further order of the court. And after reviewing those messages, part of the show cause was against both parties as well for that portion of the provisions, as the conversations were not regarding exchanges only. That is the status, Your Honor, currently with this show cause.
Okay, thank you. Well, I read the close conversations. So horrible. Stuck in meth residue all day because of you. All of this.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I forgot to mention too, this show cause with the violation of the communication provision is a second and subsequent show.
I didn't see that too. For both or just one?
Both.
Both. Horrible people end up getting what they deserve. You're a horrible person. I hope you suffer as much as your dad did. Enjoy your Jerry Springer Christmas party BS without the child this year. Folks, when is this going to stop?
Hopefully.
Pardon me?
Hopefully soon.
How about now?
I'm trying, sir.
How about you, sir?
What I said was on order, and I apologize to you and Ms. Howard. But
It's not apologies to the court. The court understands the frustration going on amongst or between parents. But this is the child we're talking about. Are we not?
Yeah, and she doesn't deserve that.
No, she doesn't, from both of you.
I'm sorry, what does she not deserve?
The communication between the two of you that has nothing to do with parenting time exchanges and is just a chance of one person to point at the other person and to continue to cause problems. And guess who sees that? The child. Now, the child may not see the messages, but the child gets, I mean, we've got to give children a little extra credit. When they see and hear things going on, it affects them. There's no justification or excuse by either of you for this. I find you both in contempt. Is there anything you'd like to say, Miss, first, before the court imposes disposition?
I've been trying to co-parent, and every time I do, it just turns into a toxic debate. So I don't know what else to do besides file my complaint. I'm here.
Right. Sir, how about you?
Ms. Howard decided,
Hey, don't use the child's name, please.
I'm sorry, my daughter, from me on my weekend and my holiday, I texted Mr. Holwick. He told me the only thing I can do is report and we can figure out makeup time. But there's no way to make up Christmas morning. If I decided not to give when it was Miss Howard's parenting time, I'm sorry, my daughter, I would have cops at my house. I think my consequences would be much worse than what's gonna, instead of just makeup time.
Well, this is not a makeup time motion. This is a Objection, or I should say, the show cause regarding the behavior of the party.
And I object, Your Honor, because he did have her Christmas morning all
Well,
week.
we're not going into that. I mean, we are going into the communications that we're engaging in. This is a second or subsequent offense.
Your Honor, Ms. Howard sets the precedent for conduct when she totally ignores the law and just decides she can come in here and pick a day whenever she feels like to make up Christmas. I cannot make up Christmas.
Again, this is not a motion regarding denied parenting time. This is a show cause relative to the behavior of both of you in this case. I find bad faith on both parties. This is a second or subsequent action. Court will order in this case, both parties pay a fine of $250. It will be due no later than February 16, 2024. In the alternative, the court will order that if, well, let me back this up. Would order the fine. However, I'm putting both of you on notice. One of the requirements of the court, one of the sanctions the court can issue, and this is in your notice to parents, is commit the parent to the county jail. Who wants to go to the county jail now?
No.
Sir?
No, sir.
Then stop, both of you. You come back before this court on the same type of issue, bring your toothbrush. We're not playing games anymore. This is not a child situation. Follow the court orders. If at close is for parenting time exchanges only, that's it. Leave your comments to yourself.
Your Honor, that in the second, it says order shall appear before court here in the county, show cause why he was not held in contempt, and it's right. If this motion for violation of parent time, I thought in here was a motion or something towards parenting time as well.
No, this is alleged violation of communication provision, second or subsequent. That's what's being done.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Your Honor, you're making one recommendation on the file, as this is an issue that may not come before the court very frequently, but when it does, it's fairly worse than the time before. I'd make a recommendation for an 8-hour high conflict co-parent class than online.
Is this what we've ordered in a previous case?
Correct, there's 8 hours and 12 hours. I recommend the 8-hour course. There is also a 4-hour course. But given they've been here before on these issues, I'd recommend the 8-hour as of now.
I'll order.
And that's online?
It's online, correct?
Yes, and if the parties want to just verify their email addresses with front of the court office before they leave, I can email them the link of where they can take the online course. And the court asked ordering a set time frame as to when the certificates to be presented to FOC.
That would be good. We'll make it by March 29th. Yes, we do by March 29th. Well, I don't want to see you again in this courtroom. And I don't mean to raise my voice, but by golly, this is your child we're talking about.
And I
You
will
need to
know-
start right now with a clean slate. That whiteboard is clean. Let's keep it that way. Ronnie, thank you.